Adam Wurtzel was there for the kickoff.
We are standing here with a group of singers that are a lot better singers than me, that's for sure. The Isaacs, great to see you guys.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
You have a new album out, Nature Symphony in 432. What does 432 mean?
432 is a tuning. Standard concert tuning is 440 nowadays since World War II. Prior to that, 432 was more prevalent, and before tuners and electronics, people tuned in nature, and that's what 432 is the closest to nature's frequency of anything that has existed. So we wanted to get back to nature for this record, so we tuned down to 432.
And very nature-like it. The album opens with birds. Who recorded the birds?
Well, actually, we all did. We captured birds on our phone, and Sonia actually had some that she found online, and it was a beautiful experience for us to be able to go outside. One day I was reading my Bible and just studying about creation, and heard about 100 birds chirping in the front yard, and I walked outside, and they didn't fly away, and I just began to record, and it was so great to have that.
So there's a lot of science on this album, and Terry Bradshaw.
And Terry Bradshaw.
Talk about how you met Terry and the relationship that's now obviously blossomed.
Then why don't you tell this?
You know, Terry met Sonia first through our nephew Levi, and Terry came to Sonia, or Sonia went to Terry and said, "My nephew would like to have your autograph. Would you do that for him?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "In your name?" She said, "Well, I'm Sonia Isaacs Yuri," and he says, "Like Sonia Isaacs of the Isaacs?" And she's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "I love your music." She says, "You don't even know who we are," and he starts singing our songs. So it just opened up an opportunity for us to know Terry and love Terry, and a friendship, and then Terry became the executive producer on this record. So
talk about it when you met the Isaacs, because you've been a fan of theirs for a long time.
Years. Well, they didn't know this. Actually, see, my love has always been gospel music. I grew up with the Statesmen, at Florida Boys, so on and so on. And I just automatically just kept going on with it. Became a big fan of the Gaithers, saw the Isaacs on the Gaithers, and I thought, well, gosh, I ought to be more of those guys. So I went online and got all their music off and just started listening every morning. And then they had a DVD, and so I got that, and I would work out to the Isaacs. And so I work out to the Isaacs and to the Eagles. And so I had an opportunity when Ben called.
Half jokingly, he said, "Well, you can, be the executive producer." You know how that went, Ben? I said, "So what does that mean?" It doesn't matter. What do you pay for? How much is it? Really? So I shocked him. I said, "Look, I'll pay for it." I said, "Okay, sign me up." But do I get to sing on this album? He says that if you're going to be the executive producer, you can sing on the album. So all you out there, when you hear this and when you buy it, you will get an extra song. There are 15 on it, and I am the 15th one.
The start of maybe you'll crank out another country album, just Terry Bradshaw?
I don't think so. I don't think anybody would do. I don't think anybody would want to hear me sing. I do have a daughter here, Rachel, who is a country artist and songwriter and part of a group called Stella James. So I'm proud of her. That's her. I'll let her do that. Now the Isaacs and we're going to do an album, and Ben's going to produce my next gospel. I am going to do a gospel album. So that's my passion.